Hello. This reading is for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into this. So, I was shuffling the cards. Quick explanation. I was just going to pull 3 cards, but when I was shuffling the cards, it wasn't quite done, but I had 3 cards fall out first. So I threw them off to the side because, anytime some cards fly out of the deck, they need to be read. So I just sat them to the side and figured, let's go ahead and pull 3 more. Well, I ended up getting 4. And then once I looked at those 4, it was like, yeah, okay, it makes sense. So we're leaving them because these messages need to be heard. So without further ado, let's get on into this. So first card we have here is the World. So I like where we're starting here. The World. So this is all about endings and new beginnings. So this is also a bit of a karmic card because there is a lot of times where it can be our own karma where we're learning a particular lesson and we finally learn the lesson, so we get the blessings of the world. And with those blessings we get a clean slate, which is always good, especially for new starts. We want a clean slate. And yeah, this is definitely going to be our focal point for August 2022 for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. So a quick word real quick. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Sometimes we're going to resonate more with our Sun, and sometimes we resonate more with our Moon, and sometimes our Rising. Like if you were born during the day, then you're going to totally resonate with your sun sign more. If you were born at night, there's going to be a tendency where some of you are going to resonate with your moon sign more. But however, enough of that. Back to the reading. So yeah, we're focused on endings and new beginnings. And yes, there's going to be some endings or an ending that needs to occur. And this ending will bring about the new beginning, but it's also going to be a part of karmic lessons. So I know that's kind of rough, but growing can be painful sometimes, but it's always for the best. And it always gives us a new beginning, which can be very beneficial. It will be beneficial. So when I see the World card, we know that the universe is patting you on the back and saying, job well done, because this lesson needed to be learned, and now, we're moving the blockage and you can move forward. Okay, so the next card we get here now, this would be the Knight of Swords in reverse. So this is some tricky energy here. I tend to refer to this person as a trickster. Doesn't necessarily have to be. Okay, so I'm going to throw some things out here, because this is going to resonate differently for different placements and for different people, So, the Knight of Swords in reverse, this can be someone. Now keep in mind that this could be behavior that you could be exhibiting, or this could be an actual person in your life, or this could be a situation in your life. Okay, so take what resonates and leave the rest. So the Knight of Swords in reverse, this person can be what I refer to as a troublemaker. Again, trickster. You have to watch out for dishonesty when we see this card pop up. Okay, now this could be an actual person or situation in your life. Now for some of you, this could be indicating that perhaps you might be getting in your own way. Maybe you're lacking direction and you feel confused and perhaps mentally drained and just worn out, And to those of you who might be feeling that, don't worry. it's going to come to an end, okay? You're not going to stay stuck in that energy. You have the answers already. You know how to get out of this energy and this funk, but maybe you've been ignoring it, you know? But you're not going to stay stuck in this energy. The clarity that you need and you seek, it's already within you. And if it's not, then keep on listening. I'm going to give it to you. Okay? Now, also, back to the whole trickery and deception. You know, sometimes this can be somebody who just outright wants to start trouble for you. And we have to be careful of this energy because, again, there can be deception. So we have to watch out for deception. So for those of you who are dealing with situations, some of you could be in new relationships, okay? And you don't want to let your guard down with this new person so quickly because, you know, they've got some ulterior motives. Okay, so just, you know, be careful. Not going to say that every single Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising is going to have this type of situation, but some of you need to be careful, especially those who are in new relationships, and that speaks to this card down here as well, but we'll get there in a moment. So, sometimes this energy can be somebody who can come across as a bit arrogant, cocky, argumentative, just, you know, sometimes it can actually be somebody who literally wants a fight, an argument, a war, or somebody who's constantly trying to argue and be argumentative. This can also be indicating that perhaps you guys could be in a situation and or relationship, and when I say relationship, I mean this could be platonic, or it could be familial, or it could be romantic, okay? But there is an issue of control. And it could be a situation where somebody wants to control you, but you need to take control of yourself. You need to take the reins back on that and don't allow anybody to control you, because for some of you, this could be indicating that you are in a toxic situation. And we don't want that. Toxic is no good. And you don't want to have somebody that's trying to trick you and lie to you or keep you, say, tied down when really you should be moving forward, you know? So sometimes we're having a hard time seeing a way out, but there's always a way out, okay? Just beware of the dishonesty. All right. So the next card we have here is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is basically coming in and saying, look, don't listen to this person. You need to listen to your own intuition. You already know the answers that you seek. The answers are already within you, you know. The High Priestess, she's really good at looking beneath the surface of all situations and seeing to the root. This card is very much about use your own intuition, because this person or this situation, whatever it represents, it can throw you off. And when we're using too much logic and trying to analyze a situation, we can get lost. And we need to listen to our intuition instead of trying to be analytical of a situation, okay? So don't analyze, just listen to that gut feeling, which you know already. Deep in your gut and in your soul, you already know the answers that you seek, okay? So please follow them. So then we have the Emperor. Now, The Emperor, to me, I always like this energy because this is like an energy of saying, it's time to take control. So this could be some of you taking control, taking back those reins from other people, other situations, circumstances, and saying, hey, this is my life. I'm going to take control. Now, this can also indicate stepping into a position of leadership. So for some of you, this new start, new path here, this new path could be calling for you to step into a position of leadership, perhaps at work. But no matter what, this across the board is asking for you to step into your own power and take control, okay? Now, this can also indicate perhaps coming in contact with persons in authority. It can also be our dad. And I'm going to be mentioning that again here when we get over here. So for some of you, this could have something to do with your own father. So we'll get back to that, but still the message stands that, it's time for you to take control of your own life and your own destiny, because the karma it's going to be learned, and the path is going to be cleared, the slate going to be clean, and you need to take control. Manifest your destiny, what you want, really take the time to think about where you want to go, Okay, so the next card we got is the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups, to me, this is going to be pointing towards a lot of people that are perhaps being seduced or, being proposed, a new type of relationship. Our heart's opening, we're considering the possibilities. So for some of you, you could be in a new relationship, and that's why I'm saying you need to be very careful if you're in a brand new relationship. Don't let your guard down so easily and just, come all out with everything, because, this person most likely has an ulterior motive. And we don't want to show all our cards up front, so to speak, sometimes. So, we need to be careful, okay? So, yeah, this is definitely somebody who is coming in. Now, again, this, for those of you who are already, married or with a life partner, however you want to look at it, this could be indicating that there could be some situation between you and your existing person that perhaps maybe your significant other is going through a hard time and they can't see clearly, and maybe it's a work situation or a family situation, so maybe you might want to talk to them about how they're feeling. But for a lot of you, this is a new situation, and we need to caution you here. So the next card we have that came out with the Knight of Cups is the Three of Cups in reverse. So when I see the Three of Cups in reverse, this definitely indicates that perhaps we're maybe overindulging. Yeah, I mean, we have to be careful of overindulging, whether that be, substances, alcohol, drugs, anything. I mean, we can turn anything into an addiction or overindulgence. Sometimes this can be we're having too much of a good time. We're out here partying too much, So something that's very common and that I'm definitely seeing, because we have the Knight of Swords in reverse combined with the Three of Cups, so this is definitely an indicator that there could potentially be some gossip, okay? And this gossip can cause a major problem. This gossip could be outright deception, so it may not even be true. And if that is happening to you, address the situation, say your truth. And for those around you, if they don't want to believe you, that's a them problem, not a you problem. Speak your truth and keep moving. Some people need to go away anyway. If they don't have your back and they're not looking out for you and what's best for you, then you don't need that energy in your life anyway. So we need to watch out for toxic situations. Now, sometimes there can be a situation that, maybe we're overdoing it too much. Maybe we're partying a lot. Maybe we're drinking or, whatever. Now, sometimes, especially with like alcohol or something, sometimes we can say some things that we don't necessarily mean, or they're just inaccurate. Yeah, so we got to watch out for that, because sometimes we can end up hurting people's feelings. And again, this could be something that's happening to you, or this could be something that you could be doing to the other person. But honestly, I'm feeling with most of you that this is something that's happening to you. So you need to be careful. You don't want to make the situation worse, but you don't want to be tolerating this from other people, especially this type of energy. So we got to be careful. We don't want to be stuck in a toxic situation. It's just not good for any of us, period. So do keep that in mind and be careful, because sometimes there can be deception. Sometimes there isn't any deception. It's just, spouting off at the mouth, and because you're mad or something, or the other person was mad and they just say some nasty stuff, and then sometimes it starts getting spread around like a game of telephone, hence gossip, and yeah. So, be careful. Okay, so our next card is the Temperance card. So, kind of speaks to what I was just talking about, overdoing it. All things in moderation, y'all. All things in moderation. We got to be careful. We don't want to overdo anything, because too much of anything can be bad for you, Now, also with Temperance, your patience and your level of tolerance could very much be tested. It would not at all surprise me with this situation, so do be careful. Now, ultimately, with the Temperance card, what we're being called to do is do our best to stay balanced, okay? Temperance has that perfect balance between emotion and logic. And sometimes it's best to stay right there in the middle. And sometimes it's best to listen to our intuition, because our intuition knows best. But do keep in mind that anytime the Temperance card comes out, then I know that the situation that's occurring is one that is divinely fated, okay? It's something that you needed to go through, that was a part of your path. It's a part of your growth. So this situation, however it is working out for you in your situation, it is one that is divinely fated, so to speak, okay? You were meant to go through it. And do remember, sometimes we're just trying to be in a hurry, just trying to get things done, Some people, this could be in a hurry to get in a relationship that we shouldn't be, okay? That's going to be for a few of you. Okay, but we don't want to be in a rush to get in a relationship. Again, we don't want to let our guard down. Okay? Alright. So, take the time to slow down and smell the roses, because if you don't, we can miss opportunities. Opportunities are always around us, especially when we're being blessed with this World card. Then I know that, good things are coming for you guys. So, just be prepared and try to not rush or be impatient, because good things are coming. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, I pulled cards from 4 different oracle decks. Some of them I'm gonna have to read from the book, because I just haven't worked with them that much, and I need to work with them more. Okay, so the first one is called the Drum, and this is from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. Okay. Okay, the drum invites you to take the next bold step in your journey. The forces of heaven and earth are aligned behind you, supporting effortless action. This is not a time to push against the river. The current will take you exactly where you want to go once you jump in. Collect your power tools and summon your courage, because it's going to be a wild and glorious journey. Allow yourself to be carried by the rhythm of what is really essential in your life. So that's a beautiful message. Go with the flow. You know, we don't want to rush. We want to go with the flow. And I feel like that's a good message for almost all of us here. Okay, so all right. So we have the Moonology Oracle here. So the first one we have is the South Node. Sorry, camera doesn't want to focus so well. South Node, don't let your past hold you back. And then Void of Course Moon, nothing will come of this situation. So these are going to be pretty straightforward. However, what I will say is, in astrology, the South Node, both nodes are karmic in nature, but the South Node is even more karmic. So this could indicate that, you know, perhaps some of you, the situation could be tied to past lives. So this could be somebody that you've already had experiences with in a past life, okay? Now, and again, you know, karmic. Like I said, we started with the world, and that's definitely about learning a karmic situation, learning a karmic lesson and getting that new start, you know, because the universe is like, job well done, you learned your lesson, you know, what does your heart desire? What do you want to do, you know, because you can manifest what you want. Now, also, it's pretty straight to the point. Don't let your past hold you back. So whatever or whomever is holding you back, it's got to stop. It's not going to benefit you in the long run to stay in something that you don't need to be in anymore. Okay? It's just not going to be good. We don't want to stay stuck in that energy. And again, it's karmic in nature, so, and sometimes, again, this could be perhaps maybe some of our own behavior. You know, for some of you, this could be something that we're going through where we're having a hard time finding where we fit, you know. Again, you know, don't let things that have happened in your past continue to control you and hold you back. We don't want to be like a hamster stuck on a wheel, just running, but really going nowhere. We don't want that to happen. So it's time to, you know, push that blockage off of your path and move forward. And nothing will come of this situation. So that's pretty straight and to the point. Typically with the Void of Course, I would say, you know, there's nothing to worry about. But also, there is something to worry about for some of you, okay? Because this situation, it's not good. For some of you, it's extremely toxic. And then for some of you, it's not to that extreme level of, you know, toxicity, but it's a situation that's not good for you and is karmic. So we need to deal with it, you know. And so, in a sense, you know, for some of you who may be in a relationship and you've been in a relationship for a long time, and maybe it's just been getting worse and worse and worse, and no matter what you do or try, things don't get better. Well, this is saying nothing else is going to come of this situation. You need to let go. Don't let this person hold you back, okay? Don't let this situation hold you back. You've learned your karmic lesson. Move forward. Don't stay on that hamster wheel, okay? Move forward. Okay, so for the next one, we have mountains. Stand your ground. And this, excuse me, is from Angels and Ancestors Oracle. Okay. Hold firm to what you believe in or are focusing on because it's absolutely right. And know that heaven and earth are supporting you. Mountains are strong and wise. They're rooted deep in the earth and reach high into the sky. They've been where they are for thousands of years. They've been home to animals. They've been climbed by humans. And they have seen seasons come and go. No matter what has happened to them, they have remained strong, immovable, unshakable. And so they offer the spiritual energies of strength and resilience, which strength and resilience, typically the strength card in the traditional tarot deck. It's Leo card. Makes complete sense. So the extended message is, mountain energy is powerful because it's firmly rooted in the Great Mother and reaches high to the Great Father. If you're feeling challenged or pressured at this time, know that your spirit is more powerful than you think. You are resilient, grounded, and the energy and air of the mountains is giving you unshakable strength to be who you are. Take the time to root yourself deeply in the energy of the earth before welcoming in energies of heaven. If you're not sure what you need to do next, the mountain card invites you to stay exactly where you are. Talk things over with those around you and know that change will come to you. You will be whole and well at the end of this current situation, and it will not stand in the way of your future growth and expansion. Yep. That's a beautiful message. And also, stand your ground. Very much an emperor type of energy. Stand your ground. Okay, so the next one, Shaolin Master. The Shaolin Master calls forth the ninja within. Shaolin medicine is about learning to adapt to a situation and tap into the energy running through your body and preserve it in order to release it at the right moment. It also teaches subtlety because when you are too forceful, you use too much energy, and that may not be supportive of what you're working on. The Shaolin Master, like a monk, has respect for all things. He is disciplined and guided by his art and will never use it to impress the foolish or to appear stronger than someone who is threatening him. You too are being invited to remain graceful in your movement, choices, and in actions. So, this person might be the one who could be threatening. You're being guided to flow like water, blow like air, and connect with your purest intentions. Don't feel you need to rush ahead. A gentler approach will be more fruitful and rewarding. Move with subtlety and grace. Reach high, but also ask yourself how you can move with the flow of life rather than pushing against it. Can you slow down or take more time to soften and breathe as you move forward? All of this will be incredibly beneficial for what happens next. I'm telling you guys, this new start wants to happen. And it is so ready for you guys. It's going to be your time to shine. We've just got to finish this karmic lesson and push it off and be done with it, you know? Don't let people hold you back, y'all. Too beautiful for that. Okay. Okay, Sky Father. You're a co-creator of your life. And every thought, feeling, intention, and emotion you have is creating the road ahead. With that being said, you don't need to know every single detail of what is going to unfold before you. When this card appears, you're being guided to step back and get out of your own way. Because there is a greater power that is not only around you, but within you. And the Sky Father is creating the best experience imaginable for you. Accepting this will allow miraculous energy to come into your life. So see things from a higher perspective, like the eagle on the card. This card can also appear when there are opportunities to improve the father connection. If your father figure is in heaven, know that his spirit is drawing close. If he is on earth, there's an opportunity to heal something, whether past or present. So that's a bit of a beautiful message for those of you who could be potentially experiencing an issue with your father. This can be solved, and perhaps you may have felt controlled by him or his actions. Or maybe you feel that he didn't have control over his own actions and behaviors. Or maybe you might view him as having done some things that were not the most honest. That's only going to resonate with a few of you. Okay. Alright, so this is the Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle. Okay, so we got the third eye chakra, which makes total sense given we have the High Priestess out here. So for some of you, this could be indicating that you might be having experiences of clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, all of the clairs there. Sometimes it can also be like prophetic type of dreams. So any type of psychic information, our psychic ability and our intuition comes from our third eye chakra. So again, this is just another message calling back saying we need to listen to our own intuition at this time, because it is highly valuable and it's what we need to, it's what's going to be for the best for us, So the next card, this is Release. And this is similar to the Death card in the traditional tarot deck. Let me go ahead and let's read that one. Okay, keywords: discard, shed, and transformation, freedom, empowerment. An opportunity for renewal around affairs of the heart is available at this time. And it's quite possible that this renewal will happen through release. It's in letting go that you discover what remains, what is truly yours. Sometimes in relationships, you may feel the need to hold on tightly to those you love, whether or not this love is returned. This can lead to tension and unhappiness for all involved. Even in a good relationship, holding on too tightly doesn't allow the relationship to breathe, grow, and mature. Are you restricting someone or trying to attract someone through your will? Discard any need for control and see how that relationship transforms. Watch how releasing the overwhelming need for a relationship allows the perfect one to appear. Shed any beliefs and behaviors that do not serve your highest good. Throughout life, we receive many mixed and often incorrect messages about how a relationship should work. Let go of any preconceived notions or expectations about your relationships or your lack of them. By doing so, your current relationships can flow and flourish in a way that is best for everyone. By being yourself, you also attract to you the relationship that will serve you the best. This is also a card of possible endings. Are there relationships that you cling to that would be better off leaving and letting go of a stagnant or difficult situation? You empower yourself, opening the way for new and rewarding relationships. Don't let your past hold you back. Okay. Well, I hope this resonates with you guys. Please make sure to like, subscribe if you're not subscribed, please. It's free and it means everything to me. Thank you. And, Throw a comment in there. I appreciate every little bit. Absolutely. And I cannot wait to see how this new start is going to work out for you guys. I'm so happy for you guys. I know that some of this seems negative, but we've got to get through the pain, you know, and the pain leads to growing, and the growing, well, it leads to expansion and, you know, these new starts, and we're literally being blessed from above. Get ready to manifest your destiny. You're in control of your own destiny, and it's time for you to start getting what you want. But let's get rid of this, you know, old karma and move forward. So I can't wait to see what happens for you guys. I'm sending you blessings of healing, prosperity, and love. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.